Morning and welcome. Hey, Jonathan, good to see you on. Okay, Gary, Dawn, good to see you on. Jonathan, welcome back. Now, I'm not sure whether I want to transcript this, but I will. I am having problems with the screen that I normally use. And that screen is quite... oh, and Jonathan, if you want to make a statement or say something, you actually need to put in you need to put in the little message box. You need to press enter afterwards. If you press the dart, it will not work for some reason. It's not. I'm not exactly happy about that, but that seems to be what the case. What is happening. So you may have a few issues with that. You may not, but just be aware. Okay, now let's pull up the I will do the transcript if you'll bear with me. It won't be that painful. We won't do much ASX. I'll take a few questions for that. And oh, by the way, it has changed since you went for the booking in for the webinars, Jonathan, which you may have noticed, and I hope that's easier. This is a new software for you as well. New webinar software. So how is the screen? How is the picture? Or how is all of that sort of stuff? So welcome to the World Indices Speed webinar for Monday, the 6th of April, 2015. Ooh. You can see that I'm trying to do something and it's died. I got a new upgrade for software and it's died. Now we're going to do screen share and this one and share. Okay. Okay, now let's get rocking and rolling. Dow Jones Transportation Average. Dow Jones Transportation Average. New line. This is broken down and it's teetering on the edge, full stop, new line. Looking down towards 84.31 or 83.15 as a target. Volume is increasing to the downside, which is negative, full stop, new line. Not only that, the ADX is pointing down. Nothing points good for US equities at this point in terms of this particular index. This being a leading index, it doesn't augur well. Full stop, new line. I did think we might get a bit of a rally on Thursday, but today most technical analysts will be telling you this is a problem. Full stop, new line. In the past, when we have been confronted by a sick Monday or a sick Friday, the market tends to have bounced. The market tends to have bounced just to stuff with our minds. Will it do it today? Question mark. That's the $64 million question. If it doesn't do it today, i.e. stuff with our minds, and it keeps on going down, we have the kicker for some problems. Full stop, new line. So as I said on Thursday, best idea is to think of this as medium-term bearish. Dow Jones Industrial Average, new line. Now, I had a conversation with a PHG member, and his belief was that the Dow actually closed below 17,595, full stop, new line. Currently, the Dow is pointing down, but only just, and it had a small range bar. If it takes out 17,600, the next target is 17,515, and then we get more interesting targets down towards 17,162, full stop, new line. So at this point, we're possibly in a distributive pattern in terms of being a descending triangle, but at this point it hasn't broken down, full stop, new line. So we have a mixed conclusion. The transports certainly indicate weakness in the longer run, full stop, new line, but the Dow hasn't fallen through the cracks, full stop, new line. S&P 500 cash index, new line. Again, I still have that target at 2033, which is unmet. Again, it didn't have much follow through on the downside, but the swing is down, and it needs to charge through 2085 to change its trend, full stop, new line. I can't see that happening tonight, but if it does, we start to become more positive, full stop, new line. At this point, it's a mixed bag, and I still remain slightly dubious about the US equities market, with a grain of salt on that one, full stop, new line. NASDAQ, new line. What we are seeing here, what we are seeing in the NASDAQ is bad for US equities. Full stop, new line. The NASDAQ has been the leader, and it's now behaving as the weakest index, full stop, new line. Not only that, it's cracking below 4,300. So I would suggest strongly not being long the NASDAQ, and I think we'll get more cracking in the other indices. New line. E-mini S&P. The cracking of the NASDAQ is not a good thing. It has cracked today below 4,300 and we've seen numerous tails, full stop, new line. This has been the leader of the US indices and it is now putting itself in a weak position, and in fact it's trending to the downside at this point, full stop, new line. So from this index I get more negative medium-term beliefs, full stop, new line. E-mini S&P, new line. I don't know what news has hit overnight, but certainly there was a couple of natural reasons for this market to have a kick down, or at least have a kick more correctly, full stop, new line. The target is 2026. If you are short, your stop is at 2060, full stop, new line. Volatility index, the VIX, new line. Now, given what's happening today, this should jump and jump quite strongly, looking towards 17.38. If you are long, stop is at 14, full stop, new line. VXX.ETF, new line. Does anyone know what the news is? What is kicking this? I think it's maybe, it's a big pull out. And maybe it's something US dollar related, but the US dollar is not working the same. On the VXX.ETF, we see a bit of churning action, but this would become a buy on a break above $27.30, full stop, new line. And the target would be $29.41. We've been buying on a PHG trade, the Volatility Index ETF. And the stop, we actually put in a tricky stop to stop close only, but we have been stopped out of that. But we're going to also go in on a break above 27.30, and stop would be $25.50 again. Let's look at GDX. It's probably jumped. No, it hasn't. Surprising. GDX.ETF, new line. This is confused. However, I think you'll find that it will go up because gold has jumped. A break above $20 is certainly a buy. If you are long, stop is at $18. Full stop, new line. TBT.ETF, new line. This has been doing a lot of sideways movement since we got kicked out. Looking towards $43.23 if it can get a little bit more. I do think that this is going to be a good trade at some point. It's come down 75% of the prior range, which is a bit deeper than we would like, but certainly I think we'll have a go at it again. And I mean, this continues to be a theme of mine. US interest rates in the long term should be heading up as there's more inflation, full stop, new line. It's just that it's like trying to get an aircraft carrier to stop on a dime. It's not quite that easy when you've got all of these forces of evil around the world trying to keep interest rates low. Full stop, new line. Stop loss is at 42.10 on entry, full stop, new line. So we're going to enter on a break above 42.10. The stop loss below 40, targeting 43.23 and possibly 44.88 as a potential PHG trade. That's the thing. Okay, let's look at DRYS. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I'm actually in Phillip Island, and we've got the new office. It feels really good to be in Phillip Island. So good. Okay, so DRYS, we're looking to buy a break above 87 cents. Stop is at 73 cents. No, we haven't got filled at that one. Yeah, still a break above 86 cents. Potential PHG trade, and some things have got to be good. We have an E-mini trade on, which we are still officially short on, and just still hanging in there. And its stop can be moved down to, I don't really want to move it that much. We can move that down to 2065. I still don't like the idea of moving it a lot, but it's by the by. It's funny working one screen off another screen. It really is. Okay, let's go into the E-mini S&P. The PHG trade is moved down to 2065 stop. German DAX, new line. Not really doing anything really. Still in that churning behavior. 11,520 or 11,685 or even 11,073 would be normal retracements given that this is a correction. Full stop, my line. If it does get down there, you can buy each one with a 80-point stop below the level and see if it can reach 12,436 on manipulation. Full stop, new line. DJ Euro Stocks 50, new line. So Gary, can you not hear me or see me? It's very strange. It seems to be okay. Certainly coming through on the recording, which is up there if you want to go through and have a look at the recording. We can see on the Euro Stocks 50, we see it going sideways. And again, 36.22 would be the area to normally get a retracement to, and possibly 34.62 on the downside. Full stop, new line. UK FTSE, new line. FTSE definitely lacks the follow through that we would have expected or hoped for, and as I've discussed before, 67.13 or 66.86, full stop, new line. As I said, there is a little bit of deception that goes on a Friday. They tend to try and make the market look terrible on a Friday and then make it look good on a Monday, or buy it back on a Monday when everyone's panicking. Full stop, new line. And that's being in a US manipulation. The manipulators are definitely in play at the moment. Full stop, new line. So tonight, if it continues to be weak and doesn't get strength during the course of our day, particularly after lunch, then get carried on into Europe and the US, then we probably have a good thumping to happen in equities. Full stop, new line. Mini Dow futures are just retesting the old 61.8% retracement, and it's a mess really, but not looking that positive for US equities. Full stop, new line. Italian MIB, new line. Got close to the 23,643. At present, it's lacking the trend on the top side, so really rip your stop up tight, up towards 23,149. Full stop, new line. Chinese equities, new line, or Asian equities markets, new line. Shanghai A-shares index, new line. This busted 4,000 over the last couple of days. And certainly this number here is a big number, and we've got higher targets. And I'd like to think that it could have a pullback from here, but it doesn't look like it will. But certainly below 39.40 would be a signal that it is pulling back more substantially. Full stop, new line. For the time being, hold on to your Chinese assets. Full stop, new line. Hong Kong Hang Seng, new line. Also doing well, starting a new trend. Targeting 27,200. And with the stop loss below 23,183. The closer target is 25,362, but I think it will probably get through there. So the Hong Kong market is switching into one of my preferred equities markets, especially on a close above 25,350 to 3,000 to 25,370. Japanese Nikkei, new line. This will not benefit at all from a weaker Japanese USD JPY. And I'm not sure where to place it as a retracement, but probably back down to 18,533 and the old top at 18,030, full stop, new line. Is anybody else having problems with viewing this? Anyone else having problems viewing this? I'm told it's live and it's working off the webinar. Seems to me working okay, but somebody's had it just to complain. Australian share price index futures, new line. These are confused, and I think they're still getting down to 57.06. I don't think that there's any reason to believe that the US market going down will keep Australia up. Full stop, new line. Let's have a quick look at the big players in the Australian index that are traded in New York. Full stop, new line. BHP.US, new line. Still in trouble. Volume increasing to the downside. Leave it alone. If you were short, stop would be above 47.50. Full stop, new line. Rio.US, new line. Target down to 39.15 on the downside. At the moment, a little bit better than BHP, but I don't know why. Okay, thanks to everyone for coming in, and talk to you soon. We'll be doing the webinar tomorrow normally. We'll probably do an ASX speed webinar tomorrow morning, and have a very good one. Thanks for coming along. See everyone. Have a good Easter Monday.